My name is Zach Sinclair, and I work at the downtown office at 3rd and Market. So I'm a commercial agent here at Wells and work with clients that are in the healthcare industry. I have been in insurance ever since I graduated from college, so I've been in the insurance industry for close to 25 years. This June will be my 9th year at Wells. Really bounced around North Carolina for quite a few years, but originally I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, and spent a little time in Kansas City as well. Prior to Wells, I worked for an insurance company, very corporate style of management, and I just found that for my personality, I didn't really like that, and I wanted to get back over to the agency side. I had heard about Wells when I was living in Raleigh, and came down and spoke with Hal and Steve a couple of times and liked their personality and their management style and the family atmosphere that Wells has, and so that's one of the biggest reasons why I came here. New business is probably my favorite part of the job. It's kind of the hunt where you go out there and try and find those new clients and find out, how you could help them or maybe solve problems that they have and figure out, how you might work together and become beneficial to each other. I think the work-life balance is, for my position, is one of the best. So as an agent, we don't really have set hours, so it's given me the ability to go do the things with my sons and my wife that I might want to do, like go to their sporting events, attend things at school. That part of it, the flexibility of schedule, has been fantastic. It's probably the best part of my job here. The best lesson I've learned here, I think, is don't take it personally. Clients come and go for reasons that might not be about me. They may have a new relationship, or maybe the business gets sold or something like that. And so I think learning to have that thick skin and not take things personally in a business environment is probably one of the best lessons I've learned here. When I was interviewing here at Wells 9 years ago, we were living in Raleigh, and so I had a 2 or 3 hour drive back. And on the way back from probably my second interview here, I got a call from my wife, and she said, what are you doing right now? I said, well, I'm driving back from Wilmington. She said, okay, I need to talk to you as soon as you get home. And so pretty much as soon as I walked in that door, she told me that she was pregnant with our first son. So that's probably one of the best memories that I have, is that I was pretty sure at that point that we would be moving to Wilmington and I would be coming to work here for Wells. And then, just one of the best moments of my entire life was finding out that we were gonna have our first son, Alec. I know having a background working within the healthcare industry, and for me, it was really specific to medical liability insurance. That was really my entire career prior to coming to Wells. So I've been able to help physicians, medical practices, mental health agencies with some of their really unique problems because of that medical liability background. There's certainly been some hurdles that some of those businesses have needed to overcome with their insurance policies, and having some really specific knowledge of how those policies work has really helped some of our clients. Really, my family is basically everything I do when I'm not here at the office. It could be coaching my sons in sports, which I love, finding some free time to go on a date with my wife. We volunteer at church from time to time, but really family time is pretty much all I do when I'm not here at the office, is just spending time with them, and that's probably what I like to do most. So I'm an active member at Life Point Church, and they have all sorts of different volunteer activities that you can do. Probably one of the most memorable for me was when Hurricane Isaias came through, and in a neighborhood close to where I live, Old Town near Leland, they had a tornado hit and do quite a bit of damage. My wife and my sons and I volunteered to do storm cleanup, and it's still one of the most memorable volunteer opportunities that we've had as a family. My sons still talk about it. There's probably some countries that I'd like to visit, maybe Ireland, maybe getting someplace tropical. Fiji has always kind of been out there in the far distance is a place that I'd like to visit. So yeah, it's probably traveling and going and seeing some countries that I haven't been to yet. I probably read a lot of kids' books right now. I read a book a long time ago called Man on Fire by John Eldridge. Great book for any man out there. Any NFL football game right now, we're pretty crazy for football in our house, and we're big Chiefs fans, so especially this time of year, that's what we watch probably the most is football games. Favorite movie? Probably The Matrix is probably my favorite movie of all time. Yeah. It's the only movie I've ever seen more than once in a movie theater. I do. It is Sea Songs for Little Pirates. I think for me, success is just to be able to provide for my family, to give them a comfortable lifestyle. I think one of the most important things for us is that my wife is a stay-at-home mom, so she's been able to spend so much quality time with our sons, and that's something that this job really affords us, is that we can do those things. And for me, that's really a huge, I guess, definition of success for us, is that we can have her home and spending that time with our sons. Having a sense of humor about mistakes or failures, to be able to laugh those things off is really important in life. That failures are certainly something that you can learn from, and if you can laugh at your mistakes as well, it can really help you get through those things. So that's probably, I don't even know who gave it to me, but that's probably some of the best advice that I've gotten, is to laugh off the failures and the mistakes.